And then last but not least, the trade that I took on the 28th, go to the 4-hour time frame, and boom. So this trade again, once again, using the same higher high, higher low thing. So the 4-hour has been constantly doing higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. So now price ended up making another equal high and then pulling back a small bit just so I can push up higher, right? I also am going to put a zoom of me telling everybody what I was expecting price to do. If price was either going to go lower, it would have been sales. If it would have went lower, and then if it would have made a higher high, it was going to push up. So that video will be coming up after this as well. You can see here, price ends up hitting an equal high, hits this equal high, pushes down from here. Once it pushes down from here, you can see also as well, price is in a no trade zone, pushes up from here. So this trade is another higher low example on the higher time frame. So the 4-hour has already made an all-time high, corrected, used this level of support to come off of. So bought off this level of support, ended up coming into another zone. So now price is having an equal high. So that's going to explain, once again, the first time. You see how the first time I took this loss, remember, it came into a resistance and then I sold. Look at now, right? I learned from my lesson before quickly. So I'm not making the same mistake. But this time it came into this level, I said, hey, it's not bearish until it breaks below here, because that's where buyers are. I knew that price could make a higher low here and potentially go higher. So this is the aftermath of my lesson from the first time. So the first trade I took, I learned that lesson. Boom, price ends up selling, makes a higher low. So now it's respecting. Since it made that higher low, I already know if price makes a higher low, it's going to try to go for that higher high. So I ended up taking that trade and waiting for price to push above here, because remember, if price makes a high and price makes a higher low, it's looking to go higher. It's looking to make that higher high. And I'm gonna live by that on the higher time frame. So that's how I've been able to basically get into the trades that I've been getting into for the past couple of days. You've seen me trade, so pretty much 3 or 4 trades. I've been using the same way of ICC, just, I guess you can call this the more advanced version of it. ICC is to teach beginners, but this is the non-sugar-coated, straight real deal price action. This is how you learn, right? Price makes a high, higher low, higher high. We look for that higher line. Once we get in, we can go into the 15. I can explain it from here, 15-minute time frame. As you can see, price was building that small little downtrend. So boom, downtrend, 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 and then it switches. Once it switched, I knew the trade. This is where I get into that buy. Higher low is made, boom, higher high. Everything is down to price action. Structure will always be anything that you think. You think you know something? No. No, 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 no. You feel like you know something? No, 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 no. The market is going to show you. The market is going to show you what it thinks and what it knows. With all this being said, I hope that this small video was very, very, or I guess you could say very extensive and long video, was very informative. All right, so here are my stats for pretty much the month of January. P&L, $6.2 million. As you can see, winning trades, 13,